So, going to be our first happening in a very few short moments. These guys have been up in here, locked in there for a little while now. He's been there for a few weeks. The other two have only been there a few days. But for just for record's sake, that's Toffee, the Peking Bantam Rooster. That's Pom, the silky hen, named Pom for obvious reasons. And that's Honker the duck. And he looks a bit hot at the moment, and anyway, they're about to come out and have a little bit of a walk around. So you want to do the honours, Bailey? Let's see how they go. And there goes, the gate's being opened. And looks like we've already got a little bit of an issue with the gate staying open. Although that seems to be okay. Who's going to be first out? Looks like Honker's racing. Honker was only racing to get a drink. Who's going to be the first to venture out the big door into the freedom of this little pen that's been assembled down here? Not by me, it was here when I came. They get a bit of room to move around, and going to put a bit of a pond in, give them a little bit of a run around. Still, not much action happening at the moment. Nobody seems to realise the door's open. Well, I think Toffee does know. It looks like he's going to lead them out. Yes, there it is. Oh, not quite. No, he's found something to eat on the entrance. There we go. One small step for Rooster, one giant leap for those three guys. And Pom's on her way out. Now she's made it out. Just put her head in Toffee's ass, it looks like.
Come on, Honker.
It's all a bit of a slow deal. Oh, Toffee's found a bit of tree to eat. And Honker still not really with it. Well, it's a nice view. Looks like Honker's making her way out. It's all a bit new. Going back in for a drink maybe, maybe not. Lots of little bugs and stuff down there to eat. Well, there we have it. We'll let them free for a little while, roam around, and come back and check on them shortly. Looks like Honker the duck's found a whole heap of ants. Oh, hello. What was that about? Maybe when the ants bit her on the tongue. Oh, I think that's exactly what's happened. A bit of a bite on the tongue. Going back for a refreshment. Yeah, don't see that happen every day. And it's all a bit too dangerous outside. Except for Toffee. He's well, he has been in there the longest, so he's probably keen to have a bit more of a stroll around. You'll see they've just gone back to what they know. Pom's gone back to the little feed tub there. And the duck's, well, got its head out the cage. And Toffee, well, he doesn't really know what's going on. Duck's back out. We've got a crow coming up. Oh no, it was a plop. Ducks working away feverishly over there. Obviously didn't learn that much from the ant biting tongue incident.
They're not posing for very good photos.
No, not are they? Toffee's trying. Pom's, I don't know what's going on there. Why would you go back in the cage?
She's got it all to herself.
Well, possibly. Toffee looks like he's in shock. Old anteater over there. Go back for some more water. Funny way to do it. Would be nice to have an extra tank about now, I guess, but that's not the case. Oh look, there's Woober again. She can hear me. One day I'll get this fencing up for her and make her a proper pen. Oh, my feet are starting to get wet. I can feel the moisture soaking through the boots into the socks. Once again, water everywhere at the moment. I don't even think the SCG Super Sopper would be able to do much with this. Oh, shouldn't have come down here. This is disgusting. But look at that. That's really flowing quite rapidly. That's a yard. There we go. Nonetheless, it's good weather if you're a duck, and that's what we've got down here. A few ducks. Oh, hello. I really need to get out of this and up onto some higher ground. I'll go around this way, see if we can find some of that higher ground. Not very nice, it's getting a bit squishy now. As I was saying, good weather for ducks. Even though they look like they've decided enough's enough for the day and under that little shelter there. Oh, it looks like Honka's paddling her feet. Toppy's standing out like a bit of a dick there, but there's Bobby and another hen. Honka's over there and getting her feet wet. But yes, lots of water. Lots and lots of water. You can get a little bit of dry ground up here, which obviously these guys are making the most of. But over the back there, my goodness, those poor old horses out the back. Oof, not very nice to be a horse in that at the moment. And there, once again, look at that water. That's flowing quite ferociously. And I'm going to try and get across this in my boots, just so I can get a bit of a better picture. Oh, tell you what, it's very, very wet indeed. And I can really feel the moisture creeping through now. There we go, there's the horses, whatever you want to call them. They've found somewhere dry to stop for the time being. And once again, this was all bone dry only a few short months ago. Absolutely hard as a rock. When the rains come, they certainly do come. And, they're not too happy. They don't really know. We haven't seen water like this for quite a while. And I wouldn't be too keen to come down in this either. In fact, I think I'll be heading back shortly as my feet are really starting to feel the effects of the water coming through the sides of the boots, and I think I'll head back up to the house for some amount of rain that's fallen down the back and seeing how the animals cope with it. And for some of them, they love it, like old Honky over there. She's having a ball. It's like all of her Christmases have come at once. Most of the others don't seem too fussed by it, except Bruce, the bantam rooster over there, is clearly hating getting his feet wet. Whilst all the others are walking out around in the rain, he's opting to stay on the higher grounds, which I can't say I blame him. Pom is actually inside the little nest there, so she's not doing much. Everyone else seems to be pretty much business as usual. Like I said, apart from the ducks, who are a little bit more in their element. Don't know what they're doing there, but it's a funny noise. Honker's doing the same thing. There's Bobby, he's not too fussed. Toffee doesn't mind getting his feet wet. As you can see, his little claws down there copped a bit of a soaking. Look at his little feet go. Oh, he just doesn't know what to do. Toffee. He doesn't actually need to be walking in the water. There's plenty of dry ground, but he's just not that fussed. Whereas some of the others just clearly don't like it. And some love it. But I think the wind's picking up, so they've all decided to sort of congregate under their little shelter over here, which is, again, isn't a bad idea. The wind has just picked up this last minute or two since I've been down here. So, probably a good idea to keep out of it. There's been some pretty nasty stuff around, but Honker's decided no, she wants to come out for another go. You can't waste a good thing, can you, Honky? This rain hasn't, you know, it's probably the first time in her lifetime she's ever seen anything like this. As for all of these guys actually, but yes, they have decided the wind is picking up, and they have decided that it would be a very good idea to stay under the shelter for now, which does sound like a good idea. And Honky, you probably too should get going, because the wind really is starting to pick up. I'm out of here. Just as this day sort of winds up to an end, the sun's about to go down, thought I'd pop out and have a look and see the final results of the water for the day, and my goodness, this was completely dry only a few months ago. There is a creek there, it's usually about 1 metre wide. At the moment, guessing it's, oh, goodness knows, 50 metres wide, something like that, and obviously quite deep at the moment. Water is flowing quite rapidly. Certainly would not want to be involved in falling in that. You would not come out alive, I dare say. Such is the force and power, once again, of Mother Nature, proving to us that she can do anything she likes. It's not a bad place to be right now, up on the hill. Time for a couple of photos, and then I'll be pedaling off around the corner to see what else I can find. Just a last look at how fast that really is flowing, and my goodness, it is flowing very fast. Like I said, this is usually about 1 metre wide, and we're going to follow it down, and this creek sort of goes in front of Mum and Dad's house. That's the one, McCullum's Creek, and we'll be having a look at what it's done around in front of Mum and Dad's house. But we better get going because it's getting dark, and I don't want to be driving around anywhere near this in the dark because it could change very rapidly. Let's get back to the taxi. A few weeks ago we were surprised to see a car stuck down in there, and it was sort of just under the 1 metre level sign, which was the first time I've ever seen it anywhere near that. But oh, this is way eclipsed that. Yeah, level is not even visible, and I'm sure that went up to at least 2 metres. So following the well, I don't know if we'll ever see this again. There's the top of a road post. It's starting to rain again, so I hope we can actually get home, because yeah, this weather could change very quickly, I suspect, as it seems to be coming up again now. Yeah, that is coming up. I don't think I want to hang around here much longer. We're now standing on the front of Mum and Dad's porch, and as we look across the road, normally seeing the paddock, that big river that has formed is quite visible from the house over here. And you know, you'd hope it wouldn't be coming too much higher, really, because that's a fucking lot of water out there, and it's moving very fucking quickly. Anyhow, nonetheless, let's go and have a cup of tea, shall we? And just quickly showing how brainy he is once again, Carlito sitting out in the wet all on his own. At least James has been a little bit smarter about this and reverse parked himself in there into his little shed. And there you go. Not the smartest animals in the world. Fish pond over here doesn't look to be overflowing. In fact, out the back here doesn't look too bad at all. It's a wet day. But